Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Granbull as well as Shadow Gengar in the Ultra League and just having a little fun here. And I want you to see how many poison types they throw at me in the lead because I am leading Granbull. It is fascinating, actually. All right, so Shadow Gengar is amazing. I mean, it hits so hard, right? But it can't take a hit. Okay, so you got to make sure you have a shield or you just plan it all perfectly out for the Gengar. And we're going to be going with Giratina, and then later towards the end we're going to go unedited for several battles, meaning I'm going to go from one battle to the next without transitioning so you can see exactly what I see, and let's have a little fun here. But with that said, let's go ahead and start the commentary. If you do enjoy my videos, if you can give this a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. All right, let's see what we have going on here. Gengar up against, we have a Nidoqueen. This is going to be good for us here. Poison's not very effective. I'm not going to risk anything here, so we're going to go ahead and use that last shield because we can and get to that Shadow Ball and take out this Nidoqueen. Now we are going with the triple ghost move, of course, Shadow Ball, Shadow Punch Community Day move, and then Shadow Ball for just extreme damage. Even if they resist it, say they're a dark type, it's still going to do a decent amount. You could go with Sludge, but we're just going to go with the Shadow Ball because it hasn't done me wrong at all. All right, so we're up against a Shadow Walrein here. We're actually going to go for a double shield, which is not... I'm not going to say that's the smartest thing to do, but we're just going to take that risk and gamble and see what we can do here. All right, I screw up here big time. So we definitely could handle that with the two Pokemon we have in the back. I should have retreated a lot sooner. So now we're going to go down with all that energy we wasted. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Bringing in Giratina, and they have a Poliwrath in the back. So we do have to worry about the Icy Wind, and it's going to lower attack. Now this Giratina here, we do have Shadow Force. So not only are we going to be using Giratina, but you get to see the Shadow Force too. So this is going to be a signature move here. So we're going to go ahead and go for it. And of course, they're going to be shielding it up. Story of my life. All right, so we do have the Gengar in the back, and I was contemplating whether or not I should have switched at a certain time, and I feel like now we're probably going to get screwed over, but they're not going to be able to counter us down because we're Giratina and Ghost, so they're going to be forced to throw here. Can we Shadow Claw them down? Yeah, we get them. Let's go, baby. And that's a wrap. They back out. We take that win. All right. Count how many poison types you see in the lead, okay? Do it on your own. All right, not a poison, but we do have a fairy, and it does have your, Meteor Mash, so this is not particularly still good for me here. Gengar wouldn't mind going up against it. We do have Dragon Breath on the Giratina just in case we do encounter a dark type once the Granbull does go down, so we can handle it to some degree. All right, so unfortunately we've already used a shield. They're getting to the next one with about 3 HP. We're gonna let it go because it's just not worth using both shields again. And they're going to be retreating into their Ampharos immediately here when we do bring in our Giratina. We already know that the Brutal Swing is going to be doing a ton here. My gosh, that's incredible. Ampharos is such a good Pokemon in the Ultra League as that Shadow. I mean, look at that damage, incredible. It's not even getting stabbed. Going for the next Dragon Claw here. Not gonna... Shadow Force is a very specific move at a very specific time, okay? You're going to get shields most of the time. And bringing in the Gengar to farm them down, which is amazing here. It's our last Pokemon, Poliwrath. I was waiting for a catch. We can pull this off. We have a massive resistance to the counter. We've gotten their last shield here. I'm waiting for a potential catch, so let's see what happens here. Can the Gengar pull it off for us, folks? This thing is putting in the work, farming up a little bit more, going for the Shadow Ball. That Clefable has no HP, and we're going to be able to Shadow Claw them down. And Gengar, yet again at the end, taking the freaking win for us. Let's go, baby. Next game met with a Jellicent. This is going to be pretty decent for us here. We can let the Surf go. If we call it correctly, we're going to be looking good, and then we're going to be able to take them out with a Crunch here. And we should be able to outpace them. Beautiful to that Crunch. And now they're going to be forced to throw, or should I say shield. And that's exactly what they're doing. Now, I'm going to actually let this go, and I'm going to bring in the Gengar to farm them down. Hopefully I get to... No, we're not getting to it. Damn that, we're not going to get to it. So I'd rather just exchange a shield for a lot of energy on Gengar. Okay, now they're going to have to shield something, right? All right, so they're bringing in a Registeel. This is something that I actually can let this go, but it's still doing a ton of damage, so look at that. Amazing. So I swap into the Giratina after we gain a little bit of energy on the Gengar, but they they retreat. They must have had something in the pack that was weak to our double ghost there. All right, next game. Count the poison types. Oh, and I'm like getting neutral leads and a good lead here. It's like, oh my goodness, here we go again. Everything I do is just opposite every time. All right, even in my own damn video. So we're up against this Jellicent here. We're gonna go ahead and go for the Shadow Punch. Yeah, get to the next Shadow Punch. Yeah, this should almost KO. If not KO, let's see it. Oh, we're getting 2 shields. That works. I'm definitely going to let this go. That quick move is going to take us out before we get to another one anyways, and it'd be kind of dumb to shield that up. What do we want to bring in here? That is the question. I think we go for the Giratina. Now they're going to be getting to the Shadow Ball. We're still going to let it go, and then we're going to be able to still absorb it because, well, we're Giratina. All right, now we can go for Shadow Force, depending upon what we see here. All right, Dragonite. I should have just threw in my Granbull, but I go for the Dragon Claw, whatever. And they do have a Swampert in the back, so all I had to do is get to the damn Crunch. They were building up 2 extra, so if you're wondering why didn't they throw, because they were building up to another one because we have a shield, and then we're taking that win there. Very good. All right, we had a good lead, so we can't get too excited. Show me a poison. All right. Of course, as soon as I say it, right? Annihilape, great, and there's your poison, but it's not in the lead, as we do see them swap into that thing here. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina, as we're going to be able to resist the poison. Same with the Gengar, but we're going to be able to let the hits go through, or at least one charge move go through, and be comfortable here. Definitely going to be shielding up this next one, as we do want to kind of win the alignment, but the Gengar is actually going to be good up against Annihilape too, so we're just going to go ahead and throw this here. I probably could have Dragon Breath down, but I was getting a little nervous there, so we're going to go ahead and just take them out. Unfortunately, they are up a shield, so let's see what they're going to want to do, and they have a damn Steelix. Okay, so this is getting a little, I don't know, I shouldn't have thrown that. What? Why would I do that? All right, so bringing in the Gengar here. This is not looking great. We're going to have to use our last shield here, and I go for the Shadow Punch. Let's see. Do they shield this up? Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're just not in a good position. I don't even know. I'm just going to play through this anyways because, I mean, we had a decent lead, right? So I better not quit. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Punch as they do bring in their Annihilape, almost taking them out. I think we're still fine. Oh, I think we're okay here. No, we're perfect. Oh, yeah, we're perfect. Gengar is putting in that work for us here. Bringing in the Granbull. And yeah, I mean, what is this thing going to do? Oh, oh my goodness, that's right, Earthquake. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Yeah, got me. But check this out. Check this out. This is incredible. Wait, no, it's not. I thought we were going to get a double KO. They take me out. Close game there. Next game. Oh, there's the poison. Okay, but I can't complain because we had all those other leads. Like, look at all these poison types. The algorithm is holding me back. And then it's just like Dragonite, Annihilape. It's like, Poke, what are you talking about? Alrighty, so they're going to be throwing an Acid Spray and then retreating here. So our defense has been dropped. Oh, Shadow Force up on the Giratina, or I mean the Registeel. Hitting me with the Zap Cannon, which is doing a little bit more than I suspected. Oh my gosh, that's actually really damn strong. Wow. Registeel is such a beast. So OP. Alright, so what are we going to do in this situation here? Well, we're going to go ahead and bring in Granbull. What am I actually thinking? Why in the hell are you doing this? This is not very effective. You might as well just bring in Gengar and Shadow Claw them down and shield this up. Yeah, but I have a vision here. Okay. Alright, so they're bringing back that Tentacruel as expected. We're going to go ahead and throw this Crunch and then swap into our Gengar here. They're still up a shield, so this isn't looking too great here. Now, I'm trying to kind of pull together some sort of Mission Impossible strategy, alright, because this is not looking good yet again. So we are going to be taking a look at several losses in this video because they're still good battles, right? But is this going to be an actual loss? We'll have to see. They're taking me out. We are shieldless. Bringing in the Granbull. Folks, if we can get to the Crunch, if we can get to the Crunch, if they get, oh my gosh, they got to the, if this is Acid Spray, I swear, oh my gosh, we can still take this win. Let's freaking go. Going for the Crunch. Granbull, this should be enough to take the win here, and we get it. Let's get it. With a bad lead, we're still pulling that off. A very close game. Next one, we're going to be met with an Annihilape, all right, so no excuses. So it's a good lead. Swapping into a Giratina, or yeah, we are swapping into a Giratina as they do bring in their Alolan Muck now. This is not particularly the best, but we're just going to have to deal with it as we're the one who's using 2 ghost types, so we better be prepared for these situations here, and that's exactly why we have Dragon Breath on Giratina. So we just need to bring them down a little bit lower here. maybe get a shield out of them, and we're going to be pretty good. We're going to be able to farm them down with the Granbull here, so we have no problems. Unless they have a steel type, then we're going to be pretty screwed. But let's just see what happens here. We have 1-to-1 shield, so at least we have that going on. And we're farming them down with the charm, very good. And they're bringing in Wall Rain. So this is going to work out perfect because the Gengar is also going to be able to handle the Annihilape. All right, so we're going to shield this up, go for the crunch here, and we're going to take them down as low as possible. And what we want to happen is the Wall Rain to have a little bit of health, and we're going to farm a couple of Shadow Claws, but more than likely they're going to retreat as soon as they see the Gengar. Or not. Ooh, we're almost there. We're going to survive with an inch. This is going to be crazy. All right, so we get to the Shadow Ball. This is the double KO, I'm pretty sure. So go into one-shot the Annihilape, and then we have a double KO there. Good game. All right. Next one, we're going to be seeing... Oh, there's that poison. Yeah. Now, look. I know we've been seeing a variety of different leads here, but, man, I haven't seen this many poison-type leads before when running a fairy. I mean... Yesterday was horrible. I quite literally almost deleted all my battles. I'm not going to showcase it because it was so rough. I became so enraged. I haven't been that pissed in Go Battle League in a while. Okay, so just kind of keeping it neutral here. We're not going to get all crazy, you know, or ranty. All right, so we're up against the Skeleturge. We're shielding them up. Okay, so just so we can win that swap, just so we can have the swap advantage, they're bringing in a Giratina. I keep saying that, Giratina, Greninja, and we're gonna be able to do a lot of damage here. But they're retreating with energy. I can't pull this off. Like, we can let a Frenzy Plant go, but look at this. Look how much it's gonna do. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, for crying out loud. All right, it almost looks like they're going to Vine Whip me down too. I don't think I'm gonna even barely getting to the Shadow Punch. Yeah, this is not happening. Bad lead here. It happens. Swapping into the Granbull, and this is just a wrap. Thought I might be able to charm down. Actually, I didn't. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I was just trying to pull off a win without just quitting, and we're going to take a loss here. Bad lead. Really nothing I can do, but play it out until the end for that one. Next game. Good lead. Virizion. Okay, we'll take. Thank you. And they're going to be swapping into an Ampharos, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina here. Again, because we can take these hits. And Gengar, it needs to be in a situation where it's either taking resisted quick move damage, or shields are down, or you're doing super effective with your quick move. Those are the positions you want to be in with your Gengar Shadow. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shield this up. We can take one more brutal swing, barely, I think. But we're going to be able to get to our Dragon Claw here on a CMP. And they're going to be using their last shield. Freaking love to see this. This is absolutely amazing. So they're going for the brutal swing. Like I said, we survive and we take that win, and we have a charge move, and they back out because they severely screwed up there. It happens once in a while. You just overfarm or overthink or overanalyze a situation, and then, yeah, take a loss. That's just the way it happens. I'm not trying to mock anybody. I'm just saying I do it every day. Next game. Oh, there you go. That's what you want to see. So we put on the Empoleon, right? We're met with a freaking Registeel right away. So we swap into the Gengar, going for the Shadow Ball, doing a good amount of damage. All right, since we landed that, I felt pretty good after this. So we're taking away one of the biggest threats to Granbull. We could pretty much charm them down. Bringing in a Swampert here. Gonna just start throwing these Shadow Punches and start getting shields. Oh yeah, beautiful. They don't want to get hit by another Shadow Ball. That did so much damage to the Registeel. It's gonna pretty much one-shot everything else. And they're letting that one go, calling it very good, knowing that they don't need to shield that up. Now, I was really contemplating if I should bring in Granbull or farm them down with Empoleon. Either way, we're going to farm them down, but I think we're going to go ahead and go with Empoleon. Hopefully, we can get them out of here. I couldn't believe it. Let's go. That was much needed. They're bringing in Annihilape. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to pull this off here. Going for the Drill Peck, swapping into the Granbull. They're bringing back that Registeel. All we have to really do is shield this up. Even if they lower our attack, we're perfectly fine. Waterfall's still doing a ton of damage to Annihilape, but Granbull's finishing it off for us. Let's go. Next game, what are we going to see here? An Annihilape. Okay, it's coming back for some revenge, and my poison in the front, is not so much a reality, is it? Just in my head, I saw a couple and I thought, my gosh, the world's against me. Let's go. But no, for real though, I haven't seen the amount of poisons in the front like this before. Anyways, going for a crunch up against this Snorlax here. I'm gonna go ahead and double shield and farm them down. This is just one of those situations. I don't want to get hit by a superpower, and I don't want to go up against it with my Gengar. And seeing this Pidgeot in the back was starting to give me hope because we have a steel type. I was just laughing because it does this. It makes sure, you know, for the most part, that there are types that align that give you an advantage. And the steel with the flying, I was like, yeah, they put the flying on there because of my steel in the back. Straight up, I was like, this is perfect. Let's go. They're giving it to me this game because they were screwing me over so bad yesterday. Unbelievable. All right, so we're getting one-shotted by that Shadow Ball, and Pidgeot is going to be screwed here. I wonder what moves that they learned that can benefit it to give it a little bit of coverage for Steel. I mean, that's what it really needs now. I mean, you could run Feather Dance and then, like, I don't know what else it has. I'll have to go check its move pool, but this is the unedited part, so let's go. Looking pretty good here. Now, we can't get too excited about that win there because we had a good lead. It was a good game, and we pulled it off. A good lead win is not to be just thrown away like it's nothing, all right? But let's see. Okay, Avitas, there you go. What did I say? I haven't seen this many poison type leads before. It's incredible, even though we're having good ones. So immediately I just back out. There's no reason. I've been down that road before. It's a loss. That's when you back out. It's just a waste of time at that point, okay? Next game, what are we gonna, another poison. What do I freaking tell you folks? Look at this shit. This is insane. Now it's starting to really get vamped up here. Okay, well, whatever. It's part dark, so let's go. We're gonna go ahead and shield them up. Hopefully we can farm them down here. Oh, think we could have. I just swapped there, but whatever. Bringing in a Cresselia to answer to this. I mean, that's a good sign, I suppose. Grass Knot. We're part steel, so, you know, it's just their best option, I suppose. We're going to let this go here. Let's see how much this Grass Knot does. And, oh yeah, it's going to take about 3 of those to actually KO us, so we're looking perfectly fine here. Going to get off another one of these Hydro Cannons and really start to put on the pressure for this Cresselia, getting our first shield out of them as well. This Empoleon is ranked, I think, like 1 or 2 or something like that, but it is amazing. It was on the old Heisenberg team. That team is now kind of, would say, couldn't work, but the meta has just shifted so much, and the algorithm is just super bananas, so it's just a little rough now. If they hit me with Future Sight, I was going to say that would have been the biggest bullshit ever. And they do have a Clefable in the back with, I do believe that is going to be Charm. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Granbull. I was trying to get the defense drop on this, but no defense drop. We still have 1 shield left, so their best bet is to simply charm us down. But I get to the Shadow Punch, and this is going to be enough to KO them here. Gengar, yet again, coming clutch for us at the end of the game. Well, let's get it. Still going unedited here, so let's keep this train going. This team really did very well when I put the Empoleon on it. It did okay with the Giratina too, but this is giving it a little bit more balance, as we're not going to get completely shut down by, say, a dark type in the back or something like that. Greninja will Greninja will screw me over with Empoleon. Never mind, Empoleon will still screw this team over if we don't meet it in the front with the Charm user. Okay, anyways, we have a Cresselia here. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. It is going to be a Grass Knot, unfortunately. Our Charm is just chunking away. Shadow Charm is one of the most disgusting things in this game. I mean, you can talk about unbalanced. Okay, so we're going to drop their defense here. We're going to let that go as we already shielded up. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to win this matchup, but hopefully we are going to be able to farm them down with Gengar. We're going to go ahead and bring in Gengar, and we do. Beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Now, don't show me a dark. I'm going to go straight for that Shadow Ball. You can use your last shield. Go ahead. Be my guest. Fantastic. Using their last shield to block the Shadow Ball, which is a good idea because I would have pretty much one-shotted. So we're going to go ahead and do the same, shielding that up and then getting off this Shadow Punch. I felt like I couldn't get to the Shadow Ball maybe, but it's just a little close. So, oh, yep, definitely I was not going to be able to. So whatever's in the back, we're going to have to be good up against. This is where it comes down to. It's not skill. It's a matter of what's in the back for some of these matches. Immediately, this is a win. So there's a Talonflame that has nothing to do with their skill. It's just the matchup in the back. This is why Go Battle League is kind of not competitive at times because of situations like that, which is straight up a loss, right? Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate your time, and I'll catch you all next time. Be safe out there, trainers. Take care.
So you're finally here! Fantastic!